So if you watched the last video, you saw that we were disassembling the 351. This is a 1984 out of an 84 Ford Econoline van. It was a work vehicle, had its high mileage on it. I don't know how many miles it had on it, but the bearings were pretty much down to the copper. So we found a couple issues with this block. It does have some scoring in two of the bores. You can see that right there. And then this one right here. So it's going in the machine shop on Monday, and hopefully we can get this bored out. But I was wondering if we're having to bore this out and get work done to the crank, should we just go ahead and make it a stroker? I don't know. I'm going to do some research and see if there's a simple stroker kit, like, you know, they have for the Chevys and all that, but I didn't know if we could use some parts, off the shelf type parts or whatever, to do a low budget stroker of some sort. But if not, no big deal. We'll just get the oversized pistons and go from there. So since we're having to spend money, this is a low budget project, so since we're having to spend money on getting the block and all that machine, and then we'll rebuild it ourselves, save money that way, but with new bearings and rings and all that. I'm going to, like I said, in the heads, I'm going to go ahead and port and polish the heads myself and do a little valve work on those, and hopefully get those a little bit more efficient to start off with. And then of course we'll probably get an aluminum intake manifold of some sort, and 4-barrel carburetor. We also cleaned up the engine compartment a little bit, you know, got some of the dirt and rust off and put some black paint on it, made it cleaned a little bit. I think we're going to leave that R on there, still do a little work back here. But if anybody knows what the R was for, this was a flathead V8 car originally. If anybody knows what the R stood for, those A's, I'm sure there was some sort of alignment type thing, but when it was going down the line. But yeah, let us know. And then also, we went ahead and put the rear shocks on. What we did is, as I said in the previous video, I bought a mounting kit for the rear end, which consisted of the U-bolts and the spring perch and all that. But we basically took the old lower spring perch and cut the side of it off that had the lower shock mount hole on it, and I just welded those to this. So now we have new shocks in there. Gotta get some brake pads and do a little bit more here with the brake lines. I got a new brake line over there that they cut off when I got this from the junkyard. This is a 373 99 Ford Explorer rear end, approximately 59.5 inches wide wheel mount surface, the wheel mount surface, which pushed it out ever so slightly, you know, about an inch on each side, which, you know, we wanted more wheel, so that shouldn't be a problem. And we still gotta fix the lip on the wheel well here once we figure out what tire we're gonna use. But that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hey guys, this is our first Ford that we're building, and when I was younger, it was pretty much Chevys and Mopars that I handled. But so one thing that kind of concerns me about these is the small valves on the heads, which unless I go aftermarket heads or buy aluminum heads, or do the, I guess buy aluminum heads, we can't get like the 202 160 type valves that would have been in a lot of the 4-barrel Chevy 350s back in the day. I know those days are gone, but as far as the research I've done, there's no big valve 351 small block Ford heads unless you go aftermarket or whatever. But if you know anything about that, or if you know there's any fix for that, just let me know. But I know the GT40 heads are supposedly flowing a lot better, but I think we're going to save some money on this unless somebody comes up with some amazing idea. I'm just going to port and polish these as good as I can and go from there. It wasn't too difficult to take apart. Just used a valve spring, an old valve spring compressor. The valves look pretty good. They got some carbon on them and all that, but no major issues. So yeah, that's the heads right now. Okay, so a few months ago I made a video about witching water here at the garage. And we finally found the water, and I'm just going to show you it's exactly where we thought it was going to be, exactly where it was witching inside the garage. So let's see if it works again. Where's the water? Okay, so it's telling me it's this way. So we're going to go this way. Notice I'm not really gripping it or anything. And they're starting to cross, and they're starting to cross, and they're starting to cross. And it's right down there where the deepest hole is down there. All right, so for those of you guys that don't believe, it worked here. And as you can see, they're not touching my knuckles or anything. They're freely moving. So there we go.
If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.